So just following on from my last video, so I've already done my eyes and I've done my eyebrows, and then I've just done the foundation and just added the bronzer. Just use it as a bit of a powder just to set the foundation, but just to give a little bit of a glow. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do ever so slightly a little bit of contour, but not too much because you don't want to be too heavy. This is just a bit more of a kind of like day look. So I'm going to use the same powder, the Hampton Socialite, that I used over the top of my foundation. So same again, you're just going to intensify into the areas that you want to push back. So you top off the excess, and with your powder brush, what you can do is you can just spread it out so you're kind of flattening it slightly. Can you see that? Hopefully. So you're just flattening it, and you can hold the brush like that. So all I do is I use that, and then you can actually see where you need to put your contour naturally. So always follow the shape of your own face. You don't want to be putting contour where somebody else puts it just because you're following a video that they do. Actually look for the contours of your face. So I can see mine just there. So I'm just going to ever so slightly just add that powder, and you can actually see it's just going into where my natural bone structure is. And then you can see, so anything that's lighter moves towards you, and anything that's darker moves away from you. So that's where you kind of get that real kind of chiseled look, but I don't want it to be too heavy. And I don't know about anybody else, but like one side is always different, so this one always seems more defined. And with this side I always struggle to find it a little bit more, but you can just guide it from your ear. So if you go from the top of your ear and down, that is just follow that line and then just pop the product there. So I do find it a little bit harder to find that one than I do on the other side, but that's hopefully in the right place. And then what you want to do is you want to just push the product up and out. So you want to be blending up. So you don't want to be blending down because you don't want it to come darker any further down. And then just do the same now, and you're just kind of pushing up. And don't worry about it being like too harsh a line because we're going to blend that all out together as well. So just ever so slightly. I don't really bother doing anything with my nose in the daytime, to be honest, but if I'm going on a night out, I'll tend to contour my nose a little bit. And then with you doing these areas here, you want to just get round into your forehead just so that it kind of follows down into that cheekbone. So remember, always when you're picking your product up, tap off and just add that product around your hairline. And then you can leave that for now. And then I'm just going to add some blusher. So this one it's called Lust. It's quite a pinky blusher, but it's highly pigmented, so you don't need a huge amount. So as always, pick up your product, knock off the excess, and then just smile and find your natural apples of your cheeks and pop that on. And same again, just get to your apple and then just push up. So you don't want to be pushing down because you don't want to drag the face down. You want to be lifting the face up as much as you can. So same again. Tap off the excess. Smile a little bit so you've got your apples. And then you just want to be going round and pushing up. And that just gives you that lovely pinky glow. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of highlighter. Obviously the foundation has got the illuminating effect in it, but I always like to just add a little bit of highlighter around just to draw attention to those and make them pop, especially if you're going to do a little bit of contour. You then want to highlight to bring those areas forward. So this one is Rose Diamond. It's like a bit of a rose gold shimmer, which is lovely and soft and not too harsh. You don't want to see those white stripes across the face. And I've done a bit of a kind of smoky peachy eye with that Boss Babe palette, so this actually complements it really nicely. So you've got your fan brush, same as always, tap off that excess and then just sweep across the cheeks. And don't worry about going into your blush because it's fine if you mix those two together. So you can just get that slight bit of highlight. You don't want to be too shiny, but you just want to get those highlights in. And then same again on the other side. And you can kind of lift that into the forehead as well. You can just go over the eyebrow and sweep it down. So just follow the contours of your own face and you can't go wrong. And a great way to do it is when you've just done your skincare and your face is quite glowy, it's good to look at your natural contours. So when your face is glowing quite a bit, you can actually see where your highlight should go, and you can see where your contour should go because your face is doing it naturally. So always follow your own natural contours. As I say, don't just follow a video of someone else doing it and where they put it, because everyone's face is different, everyone's bone structure is different. So do what is right for your face shape as well. So I've done powder, nothing too heavy. Like I don't feel like I'm wearing loads of makeup, which it just feels really quite light, and it still looks like my skin. It doesn't look too over made up. So I've done the blush, I've added a little bit of highlight, and I've got the just slight contour. And now I'm going to use this just neutral powder. So this is Photo Finish Pressed Powder. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and pick up quite a bit. I've got quite a dense brush here. Just to blend all of that together, and then tap off the excess as always. And you can be quite harsh with this, but same again as earlier on with the bronzer, you're pushing it into the face and you're pushing it into those products and you're blending them all together, just like you would blend your eyeshadow. You want to blend your blusher, your highlighter and your contour all together, just so it looks seamless. You don't want to be seeing lines of blush, you don't want to be seeing lines of highlighter, you don't want to be seeing lines of contour. You want it all to look very seamless. And then I'm just going to push this into the face, just to give that really smooth and really flawless look. So I'm not heavily made up, it's quite a natural look. If you want to add a little bit more blush, I always find that blush tends to fall off your face a little bit more. But you can add a little bit more blush if you want to get that pinkiness back. Just on the apple. And then you can just blend that back up. And that's it, guys. Thanks a lot.